أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسول الكريم وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. They say that the more you talk about a person to others, the more you like and love that person. The more you talk about a person with other people, the more you like and love that particular person. That is why you see a lot of particular young brothers and sisters and generally people, when they talk about a footballer, when they talk about a pop star, when they talk about someone, a famous person, a movie star, automatically, even without them realizing, they fall in love with that particular person, with that particular movie star, with that particular actor, with that particular footballer, pop star, and so on and so forth. And sometimes even, and I'm talking about within the Muslim community, even when the actor or the famous person passes away, there's a sadness in their heart and the minds of the people, because they've been constantly talking about how he scored that many goals, or he has this car, he drove that car, he went to that holiday, he went away and for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So young brothers and sisters in particular, they talk about these pop stars and footballers, and indirectly they fall in love and like these kind of people. Whereas we should be, as Muslims, talking about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The more we talk about Allah, the more we talk about the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam, the more we begin to love Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and love the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. That's why we always mention that the dhikr of Allah is very, very important. We always mention the name of Allah. Before we do anything, in Islam we say what? Bismillah. We open the door, we say Bismillah. When we enter a room, we say Bismillah. Before we eat, we say Bismillah. Before we put our clothes on, we say Bismillah and du'as of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This reminds us of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and also engenders, brings about in our hearts and minds the love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the love of the Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So we have to be very, very careful about the people that we talk about with other people, right? I'm not saying that we should not talk about footballers. I'm not saying that we shouldn't talk about football, but with moderation and with balance. If you are talking about footballers more than you are talking about Islam, more than you are talking about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and more than you are learning about the religion, the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, there is an imbalance. We have to talk about Allah more than we talk about football or any other worldly matters, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is priority. Football is secondary. I'm not saying we should not play football or watch football, but with moderation, with balance. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the ability to practice what we preach. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the ability to follow the sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.